Zach Clark here for Space Coast Daily here with Tim Bobanic, who's running for the Supervisor of Elections, re-election. And Tim, I got to ask, how's it been going so far here at this great event, being able to meet the meet other candidates and meet some of the constituents?
This is a wonderful event, and if you remember back in the days, the Supervisor of Elections used to actually conduct the straw poll. So I get to be on the other side of the table this time as a candidate for the first time, and we're just having a great time. We're giving out popcorn to everybody. We're meeting so many voters, such positivity for the campaign here today, and I really think that it's important. You got to get out and you got to meet all of these groups of people, especially when you're in a mass gathering like this, and it's the best way to get your message across.
Let's talk about some of the things that you want to address in your next term if you are reelected and for Supervisor of Elections. What are some of the things that you want to address, and what did you learn on the job when you were appointed by Governor DeSantis?
So I was with the office for 10 years as the IT director, so the job is not new to me. It's just really a title change and being the guy who signs the checks and make sure that we're, overall running accurate, safe, and secure elections. And that's my goal, is to continue that process. We are known in the state as the gold standard for election integrity. People look to Brevard to see how are the best ways to have that election integrity, how to run those safe elections, how to maintain accurate voter rolls, how to do audits on our ballots. And so it's just continuing that tradition of really running those great elections that we've been really known for here in Brevard County.
Election security has been a big point of emphasis here on this election cycle. A lot of people are concerned about voter security. How can you assure the voters here in Brevard County that their vote is safe?
We've implemented the best thing possible back in 2021. It's a system called Clear Ballot. It's an automated independent audit system. And every ballot that a voter puts through a voting tabulator, whether it's at an early voting site, election day site, or the mail ballots that we tabulate on our secure tabulating systems, we are scanning them a second time through an independent audit system using scanners that you can buy in Office Depot Staples. They're non-proprietary hardware, and we do a 100% audit on every ballot, every precinct, and every race in every single election.
As we get ready for we got the primary election that's coming up here on August 20th, and then we got the general election November 5th. Everything going good so far? Is it going to get pretty crazy here in the next couple of months for you?
Well, it's very busy. I like to joke that I'm the only candidate who has to run for election and run the elections. And that certainly presents a lot of challenges. Statute allows me to back down on some of my duties and have alternates come in so that I can focus on, making sure that the elections run well, but also take the time to run for myself and my campaign. I have wonderful staff that I rely on. They do an amazing job. They make me look good every day, and I really rely on them to there's not one person who does this job. It takes an entire team to pull off an election, especially in a county the size of Brevard. We're 1,550 square miles, and so it's quite an accomplishment. We have about 35 full-time employees, hundreds of temps, and 1,000 poll workers. So it's a lot to pull together for every election, and we're really good at it.
For people for Supervisor of Elections, for people that are looking to register to vote, there's still time to register to vote and to go through that whole process. How can they how can they do that?
The best way is to go to votebrevard.gov, and you can click on the Register to Vote button and utilize the state's online voter registration system. You don't even have to leave the house. You can go on your computer, do it all online, as long as you have a driver's license or a state ID card. If you don't, it'll prompt you to print an application, and then you can bring that to our office. You can obviously also come to any one of my 4 administrative offices, and my staff would be more than welcome to help you register to vote.
How are you looking on the voter numbers, the voter tolls? How many people do we have registered to vote in Brevard County right now? Do you have that number?
We have about 426,000 registered voters currently on the voter rolls, and so we are. The thing about Brevard that we're known for is turnout. Our voter turnout typically ranks in the top 10 in the state. We have a very engaged electorate here in Brevard County, and we are the bellwether. The news media, national news media, they look to Brevard to see how the state is going to go and how sometimes the nation's going to go.
Awesome. Well, great stuff there, Tim. If people want more information about you, how can they get more information about Tim, the candidate?
So you can go to timforsupervisor.com, or you can visit my Facebook page, Tim Bobanic for Supervisor of Elections as well. We got a wealth of information on there.
Thank you very much, Tim, and best of luck here on this election cycle. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Zach Clark here with Tim Bobanic, running for Supervisor of Elections.
Space Coast Daily is Brevard's most trusted news. Through spacecoastdaily.com and Space Coast Daily's social media reach, hundreds of thousands of people stay informed every day. Through Space Coast Daily's unmatched digital reach with the Space Coast Daily's direct mail newspaper and Space Coast Daily, the magazine in print, our loyal and engaged viewers enjoy free local news they can trust every day. and all at no charge thanks to our successful advertising clients. And also at our special events at Space Coast Daily Park in Vieira, where hundreds of thousands of people see our clients' advertisements. Call today to get your message seen on Space Coast Daily and take your business to new heights. Get launched with Space Coast Daily. Call 321-323-4460 today.